It's showtime. All right, we have some comments. So Woody Johnson says over and what's up? And go on the channel I send you. They are live right now. Maybe you can have a discussion or a debate there. We is live. You sent me a channel. I didn't. I don't have that link. Tell me at least the name of the channel. Please. All right. So what we want to do is share my Discord until Woody Johnson gives us the name of the channel. Let's see if anybody is on any server. This, let's see, on the level. So on the level, that's the guys we debated this morning. It was an interesting conversation, actually. Oh, someone is saying something somewhere, but I don't know where. All right, so let's go to. So there's some people here, but it's locked. Let me try and enter. Yeah, it's locked. There's a live stream here, some radio. Not interesting. Okay, atheism. There's no one on atheism. What else? My server. No one is on my server. Modern day debate. No one. It's Saturday, 8 p.m. Shouldn't everybody be streaming? No one on Carefree Cafe. So there's basically no one. No one. Washington is always empty. Okay, maybe here. Vegan life now. Veganism is an ethical obligation. Vegan world. Why am I getting? I'm getting inundated with messages, but I don't see where. I guess maybe all these channels. Oh, Woody Johnson sent me an email. Here's the link. All right, let me go get the email from Woody Johnson. Jason, you're fired. Jason. Wait a minute. Oh, I need to switch email. All right, Mr. Slave email. This is them. So share.
There's two channels, just in case I'm subbed, because I don't think so. I am subbed, but could you post them in the thing, bro? And I'll unsub if I am.
Well, and guys, it was like, I was watching that Kush stream
Brandon Trueblood,
and I seen somebody asking him a question of, is red pill just another term for dating and how to?
That was today. I saw that one.
Today?
Yeah, that was today. I saw that one.
All right, I'll ask him if they want to
debate. This is what people are really thinking.
Other than that,
people really think that this is just
to their response.
How to better pick up women, and it's not.
Yeah, but those accounts of all the women in that account deal were made by the 25th of last month, and one of them was made today.
Oh no,
that was trolls.
Although they still don't understand that we don't need female validation. They just can't get it through their head that we can control our biology.
Okay, but no one is responding, so.
Yep. Yeah.
Click the StreamYard link. There's a StreamYard?
Oh,
this, okay.
Also, keep in mind, you have people like
had a desire to date women who basically went their own way. What do you tell them? Who have they been sent their own way by?
It's always a choice. It's always a choice. You choose to not interact. You choose to not follow the herd. You're not sent your own way.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. And even if I am, I'm sent my own way into.
No, it's shaming language. Don't adopt it. It's fucking shaming language. It's the same shit as if you can't get fucking pussy, you're not a man.
Oh, that's right. It validates it.
Hey, everyone. Hey.
Oh, I'm sorry. But it turns the power. It basically takes the power away from the man and places it into the woman's hands. And they say, "We are not choosing you,"
Okay.
and that's not what's going on. We're not picking them.
Hey,
Absolutely, Tim. 100%, Tim. 100%, brother.
wait.
Hello,
Yeah, I
Mr.
love
Slave.
that.
Hi, I used to be MGTOW. I think MGTOW is terrible. Looking,
I kindly disagree. I kindly.
I think you guys are making a big mistake. Wait, does anybody want to debate me on this?
Bingus. I think it's Bingus.
What's going
Who
on?
does a voice like that? It's Bingus, isn't it? It's not Riggs. Riggs doesn't sound. He
All
cannot
right.
do
So
it.
what's going on? Does anybody want to debate me? I say MGTOW.
Oh yeah, man. I love to turn you no asshole. No worries.
Wait, what?
Is it the gay bro?
Nah, it's not a gay, bro.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, you guys want to debate me? I say my resolution, my proposition is that MGTOW is terrible for men.
Is this
what
a
evidence
serious?
do you bring to the table?
So does anybody
God,
want to debate?
just go
or
along
you
with
just
it.
make-
Let him go. Let him go. Let him go.
you
Yeah,
wanna-
go ahead, man. Give me some evidence of why you think this way.
I mean, women are terrific. Women are just perfect. Why
Yeah,
would you?
you see-
Why would you not want to be with a woman?
Do you fully submit to your queen?
You can have mine. You can have mine.
I can't tell if this is a joke or if this is real. Right?
Everything I say
is a
is for
joke.
real. No joke.
Well, I'm here to make misogyny great again. So that's
Here, I'll send you my homepage. I have a whole website dedicated to my philosophy, basically.
I like the way that,
Paul, I have a question.
Yeah, I
Woody
linked,
Johnson's got some explaining to do.
I linked it in my private. I linked
I
it.
have
Hey,
I
whoever
have a
is
question
laughing,
for the caller.
whoever is laughing into the mic, could you please stop laughing? Could you mute yourself?
This is good. This is good. Very good.
Everybody who's laughing into the mic, could you please mute yourself because it's boring.
it's his show.
It doesn't matter. He's boring.
Woody's
I'm gonna
thing.
kill myself. It's so boring.
No,
You're gonna have blood on your hands from all the suicide.
No,
Blood washes off.
Oh,
yeah, no,
okay.
that is not correct.
Anyway, so let's debate. Let the debates begin.
I have a question for you. What do you care what someone else does with their life?
Because I used to be MGTOW and I wasted years of being sad and lonely, where I could have been serving a beautiful goddess, and I regret. I regret.
Wait a second.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, this is fucking beautiful. Keep it up, man. This is great.
So that's it. I mean, so maybe
Very
there's-
good.
Serving a
there's-
beautiful goddess. What planet are you from?
What do you mean, Earth? Well, is there another one?
No,
He's
there-
from Copium.
Anyway, I used to, and I still listen to. Are you familiar with the Turd Slinging Monkey with TFM?
Yes.
Right. So TFM gives terrible advice. So I followed his advice for years, and I regret it.
Police.
Oh,
Not speak to the police.
Could you please
My
stop?
purpose now is not to
Could
win.
you,
My
could you
purpose
stop
is to
laughing
win.
into the mic? Whoever wants to laugh, I don't mind that you want to laugh. That's good, but just mute yourself so we can talk.
I will let you speak as much as possible.
Yeah, but I want to speak, but whoever it is laughing so loudly. I cannot talk.
This guy's good. This guy's good.
Anyway, so I used to listen to TFM, and I heard him, and I listened to his advice, and I was sad and lonely for many years, and slowly I somehow came out of this cult of MGTOW.
Good. That's good. Very well done. And now you are going your girlfriend's way. You are going your girlfriend's way.
But now, brother,
No, I don't have a girlfriend. I have a goddess.
You have a goddess. Go your goddess's way.
Yes.
Jigtail.
Does your goddess identify as female?
Of course.
Because your avatar is Mr. Slave. That's a gay character off of South Park. So I was just wondering.
Yeah, nothing to do with that. I mean, yeah, I'm not gay. I mean, I would be gay if my owner would tell me to be gay.
listen, man.
It's called forced homosexuality. So if she would force me to be homosexual, then I would be.
So if your girlfriend's boyfriend told you to be gay, you would be?
No, only if whatever she says, I do. I'm her slave.
Bro, here's the difference. I'm not sad and lonely. I'm fucking happier than ever.
Well, I don't
Yeah,
understand
same
your
here.
English. Are you like Scottish or Irish?
Everyone says that, but I'm not.
What are you like?
He's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I'm
bro.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. I got to be chopper. Do it now.
That's not how he pronounces his name. He pronounces it Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
How dare you say something racist on this stream?
His name actually has the N word in it. It's really funny.
But don't use the gamer word, man.
Yeah.
That's
No, you can say
awesome.
vinegar.
That's not a gamer word.
Anyway, so what say you? So look, I happen to be, a slave, but you can be anything you want and have a woman in your life.
Where's your goddess on this lovely Saturday night?
It doesn't
With
matter.
Chad.
No, where is she?
I cannot discuss the anything beyond what I said. I cannot disclose any more information.
We would not be having a very transparent conversation.
That's a pretty lame debate if you're done with
Yeah, that's
talking
exactly
points.
right. Yeah.
I stated my position. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, we know your position.
But your position is insertion.
Position's on all fours.
If we don't agree with the
Look, the
first
point is,
assumption,
the
it's just
you're making a big mistake. I made a big mistake. Staying away from women is a terrible mistake. I would.
Okay, go your own way. Bye.
How old are you, Mr. Slave?
I'm very old. I'm an old man.
not as old
Really?
as Hemi though. Our brother Hemi. Hemi's really he's taking the cake on all of them.
Brandon's older than me.
Brandon is like a whippersnapper compared to you, Hemi, and it is your birthday soon.
Anyway,
you've got to-
so you guys want to debate me, or are you just gonna?
sure, but put up something
banter.
for the debate. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Well, make a proposition. Do a proposition. Give some formal logic, and we'll talk about it. Yeah.
Okay, so I listened to the advice of TFM to go MGTOW, and I regret it. I think it is preferable for all men to not go MGTOW, but
How
to
can you make that claim for all, being a finite human being? How can you make a claim to know what's best for all men?
I can only assume that everyone is basically like me, and I was MGTOW.
Doesn't work that way.
Stop making noise. I was MGTOW for many years. Look, this right. Everybody says TFM says I'm only here to help men. I'm only here to help men. And then I wrote him an email. Listen, dude, I'll debate you because I think you're hurting men. And of course, crickets. So I only want to help men. Doesn't even have the courtesy to reply to me. Never. He never even replied to me. And I wrote him multiple emails. Multiple people wrote him multiple emails, inviting him for a debate, a discussion, whatever you want. Crickets. So the guy that only wants to help men is crickets when it comes to people who have been harmed by his advice.
So
The thing is, Mr. Slave, Celestina cannot type back because her fingers do not work as well. So TFM is a very busy man, so Celestina cannot type back. So that's probably the
I'm
reason.
actually in touch with him, using other accounts. So I know that he's not busy. He's not that busy. So he responds on other accounts that I communicate with him, but using this anonymous account, he never responds. So he's just a hypocrite. Just a hypocrite.
So tell me how a man benefits. Tell me how I would benefit by going back and dealing with women in a relationship. Where do I benefit from that?
I mean, okay, so you honestly have to learn game. You have
No,
to.
I'm
Yeah.
not going to waste my energy or my
You
time on
have
nonsense.
look. It's for you. It's nothing. First of all, it's nothing to do with women. It's about you. You have to. This is part of learning who you are, knowing yourself. You have to do it.
This is good. This guy's good. I like him. I like him. I like him a lot.
Are you selling a course? Can I send you 6 payments at $79.99?
No,
I'm
No, he's
still
good, he's good.
confused.
this
Is this legit or is
this is another lie that TFM promulgates. Most pickup, most game you learn online for free. Most channels, there's so much content. It's completely free.
A question: how does game protect me from the fucking divorce courts?
We'll discuss that. We'll discuss it. But the point is, first of all, you have to learn game regardless. Even right, even especially if you wanna protect yourself, you have to learn, proper frame. You have to learn these techniques. It's for you.
There
It's
you
for
go.
life.
I understand, man. You got a whole frame when your wife's getting back.
is this a for real conversation?
No, it's not.
No.
it's not.
This is the best fucking troll ever.
Outlaw is confused.
I'm not a
I
troll.
really am.
You can go to my channel. I mean, I have at this point.
I'm on your channel right now.
So you see that I have many videos. I never joke. I'm a serious debater. I usually wipe the floor with all my opponents.
Oh, so you're a master debater.
A
I
master
am
debater.
a master debater. It is a truth, yes. Anyway,
That's good. I'm watching the live stream. We
yeah,
have some questions here.
I'm
Mr.
actually streaming you on my stream right now.
It's good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Is this the poopy butthole?
I don't know actually.
No, I'm not.
Could be Ghost.
I've never been
Ghost.
on TFM. I've never gone on a show. I've never
He's
contributed
Outlaws
money to
laughing.
the show. Anyway, do you guys have any questions?
Well, obviously, it's like there are some debaters out there, and they're so good that they will debate, like Christopher Hitchens. He would debate one side one day. Rest in peace to him. I like them. He, disagree with him, but he would then the next day at Oxford or one of his universities, he would debate the opposite side and win. He would win each debate, and he's debating the same matter, the subject matter.
No, I don't do
really
that.
like
I don't do that. I only debate my true positions. I'm not here to
So-
debate. I'm literally here to help men.
Yes. So now,
So, questions were asked of you, and you did not debate them.
I didn't notice these questions.
You deflected them.
So
Wait, what do you mean?
Tim specifically asked you, how does frame game protect him from the divorce court?
Well, first
And
of
you
all,
said-
learning game is for life. It's to deal with your friends, with your boss, with your coworkers, with people on the street. I mean, you need to learn game. You need to learn to cold approach. You need to learn to talk to people, to not be afraid.
That still won't protect you.
Look, I agree with all the warnings that TFM warns, and you have to be aware of the dangers. Yes, you have to be aware of the dangers for sure, and you need to.
I mean, the rules haven't changed. We still have rules that are terribly in the downside of man. But there are no rule changes. So until those rule changes are there, you can do whatever the hell you want. But when she's not happy, she's going to go away, man.
Right. So, I mean, yeah. Look, the point is, in the 21st century, no one is happy. It's not like women have it
I'm happy.
right, but it's not like right. But even if you're like, if you guys in MGTOW, you think women have it so amazing in this world, and that's not true. I mean, women are suffering, men are,
Please
everybody's
don't
suffering.
generalize, because not everyone thinks that. I know women are indoctrinated as well.
Look, everybody's suffering. No one is having a good day.
Yeah, but
But
what
then
if
again,
you
who
don't
has the
care?
power?
I'm
Who
having a
has
What if I
great
don't
day. It's my
care?
birthday.
I have no. Speak one at a time, please.
I don't care if women are suffering. Go through 2 divorces and then tell me you want another woman. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay, look, I'm
I
sorry.
don't think so.
I know.
No,
That's all right. So I don't think he's. Yeah, I don't know.
it doesn't
Yeah.
really matter. But
Well, are you answering any of this, my
Yeah.
brothers here, from experience? Have you, like in your history, could you give us a little rundown of your history, and maybe we can
No.
find the
No, I
problems
can't
that
because
you
I don't want to dox myself, so I'm completely anonymous. I don't disclose any private information except for everybody knows I'm currently living with my owner.
but caller, who has the power in the relationship? Who has the power
This
to
is
take
Woody
everything
Johnson,
away?
guys.
It is Woody, but Woody, because Woody said this is a
Guys,
friend of
this is
mine.
Woody Johnson.
Oh, okay.
It's still funny. It's still funny.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
yeah.
man.
I was looking at the chat, and Woody said this is a friend of mine, Mr.
Wow.
Slave, and so I thought,
Yeah.
it's
Hey,
Woody.
it's still funny. So doesn't matter.
But we should keep going, because some other people who really are haters can see this. They can see the flaws and the invalid arguments that the other people make against us. They never, but it's showcasing. It's a showcase.
It's like what I said. Who is having the power in the relationship? Who can break up the family in 5 seconds and take half your shit?
Right.
I put you in jail or
Right.
fucking in the grave.
Right. So
Bingo.
okay, so you have to be aware of
At
that.
their word, they don't even have to tell the truth.
Right. So you have to be aware of that. And as long as you're aware of that, so I would, if you would ask me, I would say, yeah. So
your logical conclusion is to volunteer for that.
no.
Because if you're aware of that, why would you sign up for it?
No.
Why in the wide world of sports do I want to sign up
I'm not saying
to be crucified in the courts?
I'm not saying to get married. I never said get married.
Oh, okay.
Just a girl living with you in some states is enough to get for her to get half.
So,
My
So
dog
you're
can't
still
crucify me.
not safe.
so
And you got the
Well,
great
maybe.
taxation.
Hey, Tim. Maybe Tim. Hang on a second.
Go
Maybe
ahead.
he is safe since he's property.
Oh yeah.
And if they break up,
Here's the question.
she'll have to sell him.
At a slave
Now,
price.
tell me, does your queen use physical restraints on you?
I cannot disclose any information.
Here's the question I'm going to present to you.
Yes.
Where is the
Do
obligation?
you wear the ball gag when she? Do you wear the ball gag when she pegs you?
I cannot disclose any information.
I'm going to ask you a very serious question.
He's got a Fifth Amendment right. No, outlaw. He has a Fifth Amendment right. He is well entitled to not disclose. But he hasn't given an argument, so I'm not at liberty to disclose any arguments for my position.
Guys, this is a masterful troll.
It is a good troll.
Don't take it too seriously.
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, but Woody
but I
Johnson's in the chat saying it's not him. He sent him over.
That's,
No, but
I think so.
No,
yeah.
but I will ask you this question.
Yeah.
Where's the obligation?
What do you mean?
Where is men's obligation to a woman?
I'm not saying no. I'm not talking about any. No, it's not obligation. I mean, just taking.
Well, sure it is.
What do you mean?
Sure it is. If a man is expected to marry women, if they're expected to propose,
No.
if they're expected to buy the ring, right?
No,
if they're
don't do
expected to provide the house and provide the cars, and sure, it's on a man's
Buy
obligation.
all the dinners.
Yeah.
Hey, Brendan.
I see.
How's everybody
Yeah,
here
yeah,
today?
that's me. Okay.
All
Okay.
right. So, real quick. Okay, so Mr. Slave is serious. I'm aware of Mr. Slave.
Okay.
And I sent him over here as a gift
Right.
for everybody because he does like debating
Thank you,
and
Woody.
having. I said have a discussion. You know, go meet the big fellas over here. So that's my doing. Just to make that clear, it's not me, but I know of Mr. Slave. I have spoke to him, and maybe I don't know had a few debates. He can be a little silly sometimes, but he's he's serious about this. So I got to bounce. Maybe I'll come off later. But I wanted to come on and just kind of make I guess give you guys more awareness on this.
Oh, thanks, Woody.
Oh, he has the same accent as you do, Tim. That's why I thought it was you.
No, he's like Eastern, probably Eastern or Northern European. But I mean, I really don't know. He just kind of likes to be anonymous.
It doesn't
And Slave,
matter.
you know, this it's like everybody kind of chimes in over here, so don't get annoyed. I know you get triggered by a
Oh
lot of
no,
little
we're not
things.
annoyed.
No, Slave.
I've been laughing
You
my
guys,
ass
you
off.
guys. Exactly.
This was
But,
funny as hell, man.
It is no. He is sometimes very good at debating. Sometimes he can be a little silly. So I'll jump on later, but I do have to go now. So you guys have fun. All right.
All
All right,
right.
thank you.
Thanks, Woody. Good.
Anyway, look, I'm not saying to get married. I never said that. But
Well, then where's the obligation to be with a woman in the first place then?
what do you mean? I don't understand the question.
To be cucked by her.
What's the?
I don't understand the question.
If you're not saying to marry them, if you're not saying to, then where's the obligation for us to ignore what MGTOW is telling us and go back to them?
No, between getting married and going your own way, there are many, it's a spectrum. You could have, a girlfriend, short term, medium term, long term. She can sleep over sometimes. You can sleep over. Just be aware of the dangers. Be aware that, if you have children together, then yeah, it could become very dangerous. Just be aware of that. If you don't feel strong enough, if you're not really like dominant, super dominant, then yeah, maybe it's
Just smashing is dangerous.
everything is dangerous. As TFM got accused twice, falsely accused twice.
Yes,
Just out of the blue. You could get falsely accused out of the blue,
He
like
was in high school. He was in high school.
And not just that, let me tell you, TFM himself is a false accuser, because TFM says if you discuss the age of consent, then you're a pedophile. So TFM is an accuser. He's a false accuser, just as much as anyone.
An accuser.
TFM accuses. TFM accuses.
No, you can only accuse someone when you have leverage. The legal system is not on TFM's site. It's not on any male site.
Fine.
Just be
aware.
You can see that point.
Just be aware.
You can see that point.
But here's the problem.
The other thing I want to mention is
hey, if we're going to have a debate, let's go one at a time. You made your points. Now it's Frank's time to rebut you.
Well, I'm just going to say,
please do not talk over the top of Frank while he's rebutting you. Frank, you have the floor.
Sorry, Brandon. I'm just going to say that TFM has no power in that situation. Neither does anyone with a penis. It is the way that society is designed. This is why we came up with the observation, not the concept, the observation based on evidence, empirical evidence of gynocentrism, which gyno means a female. Centrism means it revolves around, just like the earth revolves around the sun. Gynocentrism, our society, unfortunately revolves around the female. Men are human doings, women are human beings. This is the way society has exemplified itself for a long, long time. Long before.
All right. Thank you, Frank.
Thank you, Brandon.
And what was this guy's name?
I have no idea.
Mr. Slave.
Mr. Slave.
All right. So the rebuttal to Frank is
Slave.
Yeah. So
okay.
My
so
rebuttal,
Slave, you have a point.
Thank you.
You have a time.
All right.
Brandon, our moderator.
So my rebuttal to Frank that is absolute horseshit. because
put out my wine. Sorry.
Because I was on Playing with Fire. If you're not familiar, Alex from Playing with Fire, he teaches
playing with himself.
So he teaches game. I learned game from him, and then I went on his channel and we were good friends and everything was terrific. But at one point, he decided to start accusing me of being a pedophile. And it got serious. So I mean this guy really defamed me, and I had to completely shun him and abandon the whole
All right, let's
sphere.
keep it to the topic at hand,
No,
which is why we should go away from
the
MGTOW.
point is, you could be accused by another guy. I was never accused by another woman. I have many women in my life. I was never accused by anyone. All women love me, and I love them. The only people that I'm afraid of are men. Men can be assholes. Men can get you in trouble. It's nothing to do with gynocentrism. In my example, I was maligned and attacked by another guy, who is, a gamer. So he's like not a gamer, but a player. So he's a womanizer. But when he had the first chance, he went after me and accused me of being this. So look, this is the world we live in. People use and abuse all sorts of power dynamics. Just be aware of it. Stay away from bad people. It's nothing to do with women. Society is not gynocentrist. This is absolute horseshit. I know women. I have women in my life. None of them is having a good time. None of them. They're all suffering just as much as any guy.
Well, I would just tell keep going that direction. I think you should go after him even harder than you are now currently. But I won't. But go, with you, I think you should go get all those chicks you want.
Yeah,
and you can have them all, as far as I'm concerned. And I'm not saying that maliciously either. Like, I think that if that's what you want, go nuts, man. Go pull up, go nuts. Hey, Iridium.
There's nothing left to talk about. As soon as what Doug has just said there, if you are the sort of person that really feels lonely, not alone, but lonely, then I'm with Doug 100%. You should go your own. You would actually, by essence, be going your own way, away from going your own way. You understand the kind of logic there? So that would be awesome.
Anyway, do you guys have any counterpoints? Look, all I'm saying.
Well, you didn't make a point.
I certainly do.
May
I make the counterpoint this time, gentlemen?
Sure.
Yes, sir, Brandon.
Okay. I would have to say that your outlook on life is naive and quite pedantic, and that you have completely bought into the propaganda that's out there. Because in my experience, I can tell that I'm quite a bit older than you, and I've been divorced twice and given away 2 houses and had my children estranged from me, all because of false accusations from a female. And I was able to spend thousands of dollars on lawyers, and her lawyers were free. So, you can take a look around at the women's homeless shelters. There's hundreds of them. And do you know how many women's homeless shelters are men's homeless shelters are funded by the government?
8 in North America, Brandon? Or
8.
2?
That's correct.
8. Yes.
8.
8.
So, to say that men are, not, or that men are the center of the universe and men are the root of all the evil is not correct. Both men and women can be evil.
Yes.
But to say that women are not evil and that the problems all stem from men is really, a blind person taking a look and trying to describe an elephant.
I didn't blame anyone. I'm saying, look, there is
what you said though was that gynocentrism is not a thing, and it is. I was at my own house. In my house, and my ex-wife came over and started beating on the door, pulling up my fucking shrubberies outside, broke one of my windows, and I called the police. Do you know who got put in handcuffs?
Oh, fuck that. Fuck it.
Me.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
I was the injured party. But I was the one that wound up in handcuffs in front of my fucking children. Just because she had a pussy and I have a dick. Gynocentrum is 100% real, and if you don't believe it, you're a fool.
Look, all I'm
That's my
saying,
point.
right? But I'm saying I've been accused by men. Never, I was never accused by women, only by men. So as far as
was that of sexual assault, or what were they accusing you of sexual assault? Because
well,
then we could look deeper.
They were
into
accusing him of pedophilia, I guess.
Exactly.
Well, we could look deeper into that, because that might mean that possibly that there might be some deep elements of your psyche that you might need to examine.
What are you talking about? Anyway, this is maybe turning into an ad hominem, so I'm not interested.
No. I have a question for you. What age do you believe should be the age of consent?
Will you take the Fifth Amendment on that one as well?
Why are we switching topic?
Well, we just want to get a feeling of whether it was a false accusation or a real accusation. So, what age do you believe was the age of consent?
Well, you're red herringing. So you're switching.
No, it's not. It is not a red herring. You're trying to use shaming language on me. I'm trying to determine the validity of the accusation against you.
Well, do you know what a red herring is?
It's a valid point.
No, one of the best.
Yes, I do. Would you please answer the question instead of deflecting?
And Brandon,
can you answer the question?
Brandon, here's the thing. The rhetorical device he's using, and it's on his own page, is that he will answer a question with a question. Not the way Jesus did it. He's answering a question with a question, which is female debating tactics, because they have no answer for the question. So
now,
Brandon,
what is your definition of a proper age of consent?
I'm not going to switch debate
He's
topics.
taking the fifth. I'm taking the fifth again. Oh dear. Have you ever killed a man? How's that?
I'm not going to switch debate topics, and I'm not going to discuss ad hominems. So all you got is ad hominem against me. That's all you got.
No,
ad hominem.
That's a statement. That's a statement of truth.
All you
have
have left is to personally attack me. Oh, you kicked me off. They kicked me off. Oh my God, what losers. What utter losers. Incredible. So we meet more losers. Every day more losers. Let's read some comments. Let's see what we got. So, lots of comments. So Woody Johnson, they kicked me off, or who knows what happened. Anyway, here we have Landon Michael, Mrs. Slave, check your Discord. Wait, you sent me a Discord? I don't think anything on Discord. I mean, I don't see anything interesting here. So I don't know what you mean. Let's fucking go. Laughing my ass off. Q2. Mrs. Slave is M. Cool. Sorry for that. Q2. Hard ER ain't acceptable. The animals for what? Rondo, I don't know what's going on. For slave saying NER. The animals, the designation between A and ER is silly. The context and respect is most important. Yeah. Bro, I was studying tons of shit about that today, bro. History behind shit is actually I don't know what's going on. Who is the animals and people framing shit, mass media? The shit goes deep. The animals, I feel that. Anyway, there's some discussion between the animals and Q2. The animals, black people are victims, but so are Mexicans, women, and gay people. We have to learn our history and go past it. Yep. I agree. Dude, it is deceptive as fuck. I don't know what's going on. And the middle finger was for the people tuning in from Discord? Well, nobody was here from Discord. Fuck Discord. Wait, what's going on? There's something going on Discord that I wasn't aware of? Wait, are you guys on Discord? There's no one on Discord, so I don't know what's going on. The animals, I looked into Anthony Johnson. Basically, he was this strapped black dude, like a really good fucking businessman and capitalist. Anthony Johnson? Who's that? Anyway, I'm going to skip some comments. Q2 says, for sure. So it's just a conversation between Q2 and the animals. It is the animal. Which is basically the only game strategy PUA that is foundational. So at the end, these guys, all they could do is personally attack me just like everybody else. They got nothing. That's it. So that's it. So they couldn't debate like minimally. Let's see. We have like 15 more minutes. Let's see if we can find someone on the Discord. I mean, that's all they got. So they started accusing me of pedophilia. They started accusing me of being a pedophile, just like everybody else. When you lose a debate, hey, why not just accuse your opponent of being a pedophile? It always works, never fails. What is this server? KFC. Does anybody would be too easy to win? Okay, is there anyone on KFC? I don't see anyone. Okay, let's go one by one, start over. On this server, there's no one. On this server, there's no one. On this server, I don't know if these people, this is Black Diamonds. Let's see.
Jay Marie, it works. I like it. Me and Elu got
too noisy. All right, next. On the level, no one here. Politics and religion, complete. I have read and I want to kill myself. Messages fail to load. All right, but is there anyone? Oh, there's people on the server. Let's try. Hello? 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 All right, let's go to the next one. Hello?
Who is it?
I'm Mr. Slave. I'm a YouTube streamer. Is it okay that I'm streaming? Are you alive? Hello? Hello?
Listen, don't you have to go light the kettle so your kids can take a bath tonight? All right.
What's the break?
So I'm assuming that's a no.
Wait, who's talking?
I actually went to an Eastern Catholic church today. It was pretty based.
Cool. How was that?
It was good. Yeah, it's I actually may start going there permanently. I mean, I won't be able to immediately, but I might just go
I
there.
have
And
a
Hey,
request for you.
Hey everyone.
I have a request for you, Greg. I guess it's for the entire room, but specifically for you, Greg.
Oh, what's the request?
I want someone to stream the 10 Commandments from 1957.
Hello. Hello. The Encrypted, are you alive? Oh, let's see the communist. Hello.
What's up?
What's up? Does anybody want to debate? I'm looking to debate someone.
You debate.
I can debate. What do you want to debate?
I wanted to list. I have a link with a list of topics.
They're in the communist room, so debate economics.
Excuse me.
Debate
yeah.
economics.
Wait, what?
Well,
I said debate economics.
Yeah, we're in the communist room right now, so you should be debating economic things.
Yeah, I have many points that can debate in economics. Can I have permission to post in the chat or? No?
In the communist chat, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I'm
No,
not.
there's a text chat. There is a text chat below the VC in a different category called communist chat.
Yeah, it's like down in voice text. Scroll down a bit.
It's
bit?
not an embedded text.
I'm already being chased.
It's
below.
called.
Scroll down.
Oh, communist chat. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Here's the link. So these are my debate topics.
I'm gonna click it. It's gonna be a bunch of child porn.
No, it's a
Okay.
Google site. They wouldn't let me have porn.
Why did it kick me out?
It's so fucking over.
Wait, what happened? Did they?
What happened?
The killer-
Joxy.
What
did I do?
Disconnected from the match while loading.
Anyway, so there's
So,
a bunch of topics that we can discuss.
I'm banned for 5 minutes for disconnecting. I didn't even do shit.
Joxy L.
I mean, but in general,
government is mathematically inept and
Yes.
should reduce its role to bare minimum. Why do you think this? Why do you think a small state will be
Oh.
beneficial?
Oh, so it's actually
What
like
what what were you guys talking about? Sorry.
Here, I'll
just catch up.
Small
So it's what number is it?
21.
It's 21. Okay, let me paste it in the communist chat so everybody sees it. So government is mathematically inept and should reduce its role to a bare minimum, or maybe there shouldn't be an A to bare minimum. Anyway, so the proof actually is done in basically an introduction to microeconomics, probably, or macroeconomics. I think in micro. So I mean, it's really very simple. So if you assume rationality, so first we have to get this out of the way.
Oh, whoa. Wait. Yeah. Okay. Let's not assume anything.
Right. So if we don't assume anything, obviously we cannot have any discussion, right? So
Yeah, of course we can do. We can listen to your opinions. That's
Where the fuck did you come from? That wasn't the discussion between Mr. Slave and Oric Slave Bin. What happened?
Yeah.
One second. So if we don't,
I'll shut up and listen. But I'm just saying, like, you know, if the conversation's
I
between two
already know this is
people,
gonna suck. Hey,
then
Banshee and Joxy, go to
1,
the
2, 3,
occultism.
4, 6, 7, 8, 9 other people are not going to be able to listen either or talk.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait,
so
what's-
why do you think small state is beneficial?
So we have to make assumptions in order to have a mathematical. I mean, the definition of mathematics depends on axioms. So without the assumption of the axioms, you don't have math. So when I say mathematically, it means I need to make assumptions. Okay, so the assumption is the I need to make the rationality assumption. Are you familiar with the rationality assumption?
I'm aware of what you're trying to say.
Well, I'll say it
Okay.
explicitly. So I'll just say it. So the rationality assumption is just the assumption that all living creatures in the universe seek to maximize their well-being. That's it. That's the rationality assumption.
I have a question.
Okay.
Are you guys all communists?
I am a communist.
Any one of you, I will literally debate any of you. Communism is bullshit. It doesn't work. On paper, theoretically, sure. You get me? On paper. Reality, no. Hit me up.
Okay. So
I
is China
have a sneaking suspicion that
Wait, can
he
we finish?
jumped in to try and mock what I just said.
Wait, so this guy agrees that communism works on paper. So my claim is communism does not work even on paper, even in
No,
pure.
when I mean it works on paper, it just sounds nice on paper. Everyone gets their fair share.
No.
But in reality, even in paper, it doesn't really fucking work. Because when the problem is, listen.
No, but
At the end of the day,
and then he'll go. Wait.
No, in my opinion,
I'm interested in what you're saying.
Listen, at the end of the day, it's in our human nature to think for ourselves. So whoever the fuck leads this so-called Greek Communist Party is just going to be thinking of themselves or a very small selected group, yeah, which will eventually just become fucking elitists, and then everyone else will just be in a shithole. Because tell me, if you have two career paths, yeah. You could be a gunman, you could be a doctor. You get paid the same. You get to do everything exactly the same.
You
Right.
don't get paid the same. That's the thing. In none of the
Is that true communism?
No.
No,
I
no,
assume
sure,
that I assume you
sure.
have not read Das Kapital, in which is stated that each gets paid according to the labor they contribute to the
No,
state.
but right now everyone's getting paid according to their labor.
Exactly.
If you contribute
communist.
mate,
okay,
please,
Yeah.
seriously, if you contribute delivering milk, for example, okay, that is a good job, okay, because you did. No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the English guy. Okay, if you deliver milk, okay, that is a good job, okay, like staple food.
Hi.
You know, I'm a big fan of rice and sometimes lentils because we have like some kind of, our culture has some of that. We love.
Like true, right? We can actually look to the Assyrians, to the Gideonites. We can look at the tribes around at that time and how they practice things, and we know that chattel slavery wasn't going on at that time.
Hey.
Okay.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Is anybody looking to debate someone? I'm looking to debate someone for like a couple of minutes.
Sure. What do you want to talk about?
So I have a list of topics. Let me paste
I
it.
can't look at the list right now because I'm cooking, but
Oh, okay. But let me start from the end. So 1 + 1 = 2 is not a true statement. Can you debate that?
1 + 1 = 2 is not a true statement.
Correct.
Yeah, as an engineer, that's pretty helpful. What do you mean by true?
Oh, exactly. You hit the nail on the head. Very good. Yeah. I mean, I guess it depends on, on the words we're using. What I mean by true is if we don't make any assumptions. Without any assumptions, can you say that 1 + 1 = 2 is a true statement?
Well, no, but then nothing would be true, right?
Exactly. Right. You can't say anything.
To assume that something is true, you have to assume the truth exists.
Exactly. Yeah. And stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah. Without assumptions, you cannot make any statements. Any statement is undefined.
Could we refine the statement to 1 + 1 seems to be 2?
Yeah, with that I agree. We don't have a disagreement. Let's go to the next one. Racism is fake. Racism violates the rationality assumption, hence it cannot be true. So it's impossible.
What are you talking about, man?
I'll repeat it. So let me just copy paste it to the chat.
Are you trying to argue against racism, bro?
No, I'm saying that racism cannot exist. Mathematically, it cannot exist.
Huh?
Yeah. So if you feel different, we can debate.
Neon, why are you talking to retards, bro?
Be nice. I mean, so you're saying that if you're racist, so if you're saying that racism is irrational, yeah, I could agree with you there, but that doesn't mean that people don't believe in racism.
No, so racism violates the rationality assumption. The rationality assumption is not that people are irrational or the opposite. The rationality assumption is a mathematical assumption. It's a mathematical theory. It is the foundation of the theory of economics, of price theory. It is the assumption that all creatures seek to optimize their well-being. So if you assume, for example, that I optimize my well-being, then you cannot also say that I can be a racist. Because if because let me just go through the proof. Let me just finish it. Because right, if I maximize my well-being, then let's say there is a person that I'm racist against. Let's say I hate purple people. So I'm racist against purple people. But then a purple person comes to me and says, here is $1 million and let's be friends. So as someone who wants to optimize my well-being, I'll take the $1 million to be his friend. So right, I cannot be both racist and rational. So if
I agree that you can't both be racist and rational, but that doesn't stop people. That doesn't stop people from being irrational, though.
Neon, before I go,
yeah,
if you think about it, every person has kicked a pregnant woman.
True.
Until we meet again.
Anyway, so
I love that guy, dude. Sorry, go ahead.
So no, if you assume rationality, then you cannot have racism.
Well, I don't think that people are inherently rational. Have you heard of Veblen goods?
Excuse me?
Have you heard of Veblen goods before?
No.
Okay, so let's say that they're like, okay, so in economics, there's this principle. There's this principle of increased happiness. Right.
Increased what? Half?
Increased happiness.
Happiness?
Right. Yeah, like every additional increase in purchase, right? Every additional accumulation of material wealth will lead to a happier person.
Okay.
So for example, if I have like 1 gallon, well actually I'll use a different example. If I have like a 2,500 square foot house, I'm gonna be pretty happy. But if I have a 3,500 square foot house, I'm not going to be like, 50% happier or however much, it'd have to be 50% more in square foot. But I will be happier.
Sure.
Right. I'll be marginally happier with a 2,501 square foot house than I would be with a 2,500 square foot house. All else being equal.
Yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Problem is, some people that assume that people are when they are maximizing like their purchase. Some people create a thing called Veblen goods, where you ever heard of logos like Supreme, for example?
Wait, what?
You ever heard of like Supreme, the brand? Like a clothing brand?
No.
Okay, well, basically, if you slap like a Supreme sticker on something, it instantly like just goes up in value. I don't know why. People are idiots. People like the aesthetics of having expensive brands, even though you can go to Goodwill and find the exact same shit for like a fraction of the price, right? It's absolutely fucking absurd, right? But there's this thing called Veblen goods, Veblin goods, where the higher a price something goes up, to an extent, the higher the demand goes up for it.
Mm-hmm.
Which is not contrary to a rational person maximizing their well-being on supply, right?
Yeah.
Usually, if something is priced lower, people are happier when they buy it because they've lost less.
So you're saying
Veblen goods.
So you're saying, I understand. So you're saying that if company X offers the exact same product once for X dollars and once for X minus $1, you're saying that people prefer to buy it for the more expensive. I don't know. I said X and X minus 1. So
no.
You think people would prefer to buy it for X over X minus 1? That's what you're saying, right?
Not always. Like it depends on the things, but it depends on how it's marketed. But I'm saying that's true, right?
It depends on how it's marketed. Fine. So
yeah, it depends on how it's. If it's marketed as a luxury good,
fine.
Then
So
yeah,
let's assume company X markets product Y as a luxury good, and the price is A, but they also offer it in a discount version for A minus 1. So you're saying that everyone would prefer to buy it for A and not for A minus 1.
Yeah. Usually that is the case. So like Supreme, for example.
So when it comes time to pay, the cashier says, "All right, it costs $100 or 99. Which do you prefer to pay?" You say people would say 100. I prefer to pay 100 rather than 99.
No. I'm saying that when it is offered at a higher price, demand increases and people's willingness to pay for it at that price increases.
That means
That's what I'm saying.
That means that when you come to the cashier and the cashier offers you two prices, either 100 or 99, you're saying everyone prefers 100 rather than 99.
Not everyone. Again, it's not everyone, right? This is people we're talking about. There's going to be variance in every human, but this is what I'm saying. Let's say
you're saying.
Wait, hold on, Slade. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just clarify.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you had a time machine, okay? And let's say there was a Supreme piece of clothing on display, and it was for $100, right? And there's a given number of people, and they walk by the display, and 50 people buy it, right? And so 50 people bought this thing for $100. Now let's say you have a time machine. You go back in time to that day, and you mark out the $100, replace it for $300, right? What happens if it's marketed as a Veblen good? Then what will happen when you reset the clock that day is that same group of people will walk by it, and instead of, I think I said 50 people, like 75 people will buy that product.
So what do you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you, what do you mean marketed as a Veblen good? Go into the nitty gritty. What exactly does that mean? I mean, I would hear a commercial on television. Hey, buy this Veblen good. Yes.
No. You won't hear it as buy a Veblen. Veblen good is a package, right? You won't hear it buy this Veblen good or buy this like luxury product or whatever. But Veblen good is something that describes a product that is sold as like an aesthetic or something beyond actual usefulness of the product.
Could you give me an example?
Yeah. So like Tesla, for example.
Tesla?
There are Teslas are vastly inflated in their price compared to any other car with like similar parameters, right? Or Apple iPhone. Apple iPhones are a luxury product.
Okay, I own. I don't want to dox myself, so I'm not gonna say what I own, but without doxing myself about the Tesla or the iPhone, so I usually buy like expensive name brands. But there's
that's.
So you're saying that I'm irrational?
Look, I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You have bought a product with a way higher price when there are other similar products that are at a lower.
No, that's not true.
Yes, it's true. It's true.
No. When you buy a brand product, so you first of all you buy. I mean, first there's many advantages. I mean, of course you pay for it, but you get what you pay for. So you're buying a brand, so the brand gives you good customer support and technical support. It's just a better product all over. It's worth more. And
better how?
In as I said, more customer support, more better technical support. It's a better product. It will last longer. When it comes time to sell it, it maintains its price better. So it's a long-term investment. It's a better product. I mean, when you compare two products, one is more expensive than the other. Usually, as you said, there are exceptions. Usually, it's just a better product. The better product costs more. Otherwise, as you said, people would buy, as you didn't say, people are rational. People would just buy the cheaper one. So if I could buy a Tesla either for X or for X minus 1, of course I would prefer to buy a Tesla for X minus 1. So
well, I mean, I know that like there's like an individual that would probably like.
I
It's hard to
only
contend with
I
this
only
because I'm
buy
talking.
I only buy the best. I never buy less than the best.
Well,
Because when you
like
buy
again, like
when you buy the best, you just get the best
that might be
product.
true. That might be true for you.
No,
Right? You might first.
no, it's what do you
You
mean?
might.
I save as much as I can. I don't buy if I don't need something, but when I need something, I buy the best.
Okay, so what about all the people that buy luxury clothing?
I buy luxury clothing when I need luxury clothing, I buy luxury clothing. Whatever I need, I
Do you
buy.
need? Does it need to have the Supreme logo on it?
I don't know what Supreme logo. I actually haven't.
Supreme is a luxury brand.
Okay, if that's what I need, that's what I buy. Like,
when would you need that though?
I am not a woman. I don't dress fancy.
True.
So I can tell you, like, when I recently bought a new laptop. I went to the store and I asked them, all right, show me your best laptop. That's what I did last time. It lasted me 7 years. It was an amazing laptop. I bought the best one and I was very happy with it. And this time I did the same thing. Went to the store, asked the store, what's your best laptop? They showed it to me. I took it. Actually, I'm not so happy, but it's terrific. I mean, it's a very powerful laptop. I'm not happy with the keyboard. They switched one key on me, but I'll manage. But I mean, I can return it. I went to a good store that I can easily, I have a lot of time to return it. So
Okay, well, you didn't buy a Mac, did you? That would be.
I don't want to dox myself. The point is, I go to the store. I ask this store, okay, what's your best? It costs the most, fine, but it's going to last the most. It's going to be, the fastest. It's going to be the best.
Okay, well, what you're saying is not true about Apple products. They do not last the longest. They do not retain their value, and they do not perform the best.
So I used to. So I don't want to dox myself, but that's not my experience. My experience is that Apple products are. It's like no comparison. I would say that the rest of the products that compete with Apple are hoaxes. They're not even products. Like I don't know.
I have to disagree.
I don't know how people who don't use Apple products. I don't know what they're doing on this earth. I think I honestly I don't know. It's like I don't know what they're doing. It's like Apple has good products and the competition is just a hoax. It's not product. They're not competing with Apple. But this is exactly my point. You see, you claiming that I'm irrational, but to say the least, I'm giving you right. I am being rational. I'm explaining to you. Right, I'm giving you rational reasons why I pay more. Your entire point is that people are irrational, that they buy for more just because it costs more. No, I don't do that.
No, I'm telling you. No, I'm not even. I can cite you data in which studies are done on certain product where
I asked you multiple times, and so show me the data. Fine, show me the data.
Yeah, I can show. Yeah, I can show you the data on. I can show you the data on Veblen Goods. What they did.
Show me the
was
data.
they took, sure. I just need to find it real quick. But what they did.
I'll look. Tell me. Because you said you're
okay. I just want to tell you. I just don't want to tell you. I'm looking for it. I just want to tell you what happened. Right. While I'm looking. Right. I don't want dead air on your stream.
Sure.
So what they did was they took a certain good and they offered it to. And then they offered it at a higher price, and they observed that the public was more willing to buy it at a higher price.
Could you show me the data, and we'll discuss the data, because what you're saying.
So if I show you a product that when offered at a higher price, it was more likely to be bought.
Well,
Would you accept that as a Veblen good?
That's called Proctor Hock or something. There is a logical fallacy. You're employing a logical fallacy. The fact that the price
that?
rose and the sales rose, that's just correlation. You need to prove causation. So I would have to say that without showing causation, without, you'd have to show me, a scientific paper that did the research. Has to be, economics or econometric paper. If it's published in econometrics.
Sure. So
yeah, go ahead.
here is invest, and I'm gonna get you an actual that proves like the existence of a particular Veblen good.
Okay.
But this is, for your audience or whatever, this is the definition of a Veblen, right? So
No,
that's
I understand
that.
the definition,
And,
but you have to show me.
Okay, I'm gonna get that for you.
Oh, okay.
1 second.
All right.
The article just dropped.
Wait, what? Somebody asked a question?
No, I just said Mystical article just dropped.
And also the Veblen good doesn't need a causal link between their supply and their demand. It's sufficient enough to say that if the demand increases as the price increases, then that's sufficient evident enough to say that it's a Veblen good.
No, it could be just correlated. It could be that as the price rose, demand rose for a different reason. Maybe the product also improved. Maybe there was a campaign. Who knows? Maybe there was supply chain issues exactly at that time as the price rose. Could be. It's you're just correlating. That's not scientific. That's like the most unscientific way to go about anything.
Okay, so an example of a Veblen good is something that would be endorsed by a celebrity, and in which the function of the actual product does not change, but since it's endorsed by a celebrity, people are more likely to buy it. That would be
that is completely rational. If you would tell me that a celebrity endorses a product, of course it increases my how much I feel I can rely on this product. I mean, a celebrity usually would not, usually celebrities don't just endorse products. So either the celebrity, looked into it or got paid, and still, the celebrity has a lot to lose. Now celebrities are being sued, because they promoted Bitcoin or whatever. So, celebrities have a lot to lose. They have a lot of money. They have a lot to lose if they decide.
I don't understand why you would
So
think celebrities
you think it's
rational.
rational?
Yes, it's absolutely rational.
So you think it's rational to pay like double, triple, quadruple the price, because a celebrity likes it?
I don't know the specific.
But why would you think
Look,
celebrities rational? I don't get it.
Okay, but that's not even what you claimed a Veblen good is. You said the Veblen good is as the price rises. Just because the price rose, people buy it. And now you're saying
people are more likely to buy it when the price rises. That's part of what defines a Veblen good.
But now you're saying the price didn't change. A celebrity.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. In this example, the celebrity endorsed it, which caused the price to increase.
Fine. That's fine. So no, it's completely rational. I mean, of course it's rational.
I feel like there's no threshold of evidence I could offer you to denote the existence of a Veblen good. What would you want to see?
I mean, what you're saying is that you have found evidence that the rationality assumption is incorrect, and therefore the whole science of economics is incorrect because it's completely founded. One second.
No, it's not what I'm saying.
Yes, it is.
Entirety of economics.
Yes, the entirety of all of economics is completely founded on the rationality assumption.
Wrong. No, that's not.
It doesn't matter.
Not true, though.
Look, show
that's
me
not
the
what I'm
evidence.
saying. Though.
Look, okay, fine. Show me the evidence. Show me. I the least you could do is show me research paper in a reputable economics journal, whatever, peer reviewed and stuff, We could go over that. I mean, you're just telling me stories, which make perfect sense. I mean, a celebrity.
Can I ask if it's like an ANCAP topic or something like that?
What?
Topic ANCAP shit, or what is it?
Anarcho-capitalism? You want to switch to discuss anarcho-capitalism?
No, I'm asking what the topic is.
The topic is, we pasted it. What was the topic? The topic is racism is fake. Racism violates the rationality assumption, hence it cannot be true. I'll paste it. It's actually about racism. We're actually discussing racism, why racism mathematically cannot exist. Racism,
I guess, what do you think racism is?
Your preference or impreference, lack of preference of different races, so you prefer to be.
I don't think preference is a good word there.
So give me the word, or you hate people because of
discrimination.
So what, you think it's impossible to hate someone because they look a certain way?
Correct. It's
like
no here. it's I mean, because of the race, right? So if you would tell me that Mr. X discriminates against Mr. Y because of Mr. Y's race.
Yeah, like he doesn't like him because of his race, right? You think that's impossible?
Just because of the race. Just because of the race. So you hold all the parameters identical. What do you call
Not just, it's the main determinator, right? So if you have a bunch of white people and a bunch of black people, they say, I don't like this group of people because of that reason, because they're black.
Hey, wait.
I mean, wait, hold on. We can also do just race. Like, let's say we have a white room and one is a white person side and the other one's an identical black person side.
Wait,
do you think it's impossible to not like the identical black person while liking the identical white person?
Wait, I was in the middle of defining it mathematically. So we need to hold all variable constant, et ceterum paribus. So if you hold everything constant, so everything is identical except for the race. So
sure. Why would it be impossible to hate someone for their race if everything is identical except for their race?
I mean, why? I mean, you need to have a reason. So
the claim you're making,
they're different to you, right? Tribalism. It's literally a thing. Tribalism.
So you said it's impossible, and I'm just not like seeing the impossibility. I don't think it's like biologically or physically impossible.
That's not racism. So if you are part of a tribe, so the tribe keeps you safe.
Yeah, okay. No, I'm not saying literally a tribe. I'm saying tribalism as a concept, right? So if someone is different to you, you hold less value in them. You
Even if you think it's rational,
then you're not holding.
How is it rational? Hold on. Just to be clear, you said in racism is when you have a preference or when you hate someone because of their race only, all else equal. Even if it's rational or irrational, it doesn't matter. You hate that person for their race, all else equal, right? So by that definition, right, you just admitted that you can be racist even if it's rational, right?
He's just trying to be controversial. It's obvious he cannot believe this, right? Like, there's no way.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of weird, like that you
when people have these controversial opinions, so-called opinions, they're either trolling you or they're just talking for the sake of talking, or they're just trying to be offensive. I don't know.
I would
whatever their
say,
motive is, he doesn't believe it.
I would probably say that if a person walks in town and every time a black guy, and then they meet 100 white people, 100 black people, and every time he meets a black person, they always beat him up, and every time they meet a white person, they never beat him up, right? Then I think that's probably rational racism to not go in there with those black people. But it's still racism. I don't think just because it's rational that means it doesn't exist.
No, that's not racism. That's science. If he noticed the phenomenon,
look. That's the only thing you're trying to prove is he hates people because of their race, all else equal.
That's
the only thing that has to be true.
But we said we hold all parameters constant.
Yeah.
So if you're saying that the people of different color behave differently, you're not holding the parameter constant. You have to say. You have to say that. Right. All my friends are the same, identical, except for one of them is of a different race. So I'm going to treat him differently.
Okay, so why is that impossible? I don't
No,
understand.
sorry.
what, like-
All my friends are of different races. It has to be that all my friends are of different races, but one of them is of one particular race. There's nothing special about this race. I'm going to treat him differently than the rest of them that are also of different races. So one is
Why is it
purple.
impossible?
It doesn't make any sense. One is purple. One is. I mean, it's not rational. I mean,
Look, presumably.
All right, so it's not
Wait,
rational.
please,
Therefore, it's
I'm so
wrong.
close. I'm so close.
We assume rationality. That's when
Presumably, if you think it's impossible, you think it violates some sort of like law. Do you think it
Yeah.
like biology says you can't be that way, or like logic or physics says you can't be that way? Like that.
Well, we said that's why we got into rationality and price theory and Veblen.
Doesn't
groups.
matter.
Yeah, that's exactly where we're stuck in Veblen because.
No, look, it doesn't matter. The only thing you have to say is
Wait, let me
what
talk.
law of nature does it violate? Like
Let me talk. So there is a theory, a scientific theory, what you call a law of nature. So there's a scientific theory. It's called the rationality assumption or the rationality theory. So this is the foundation of economics. So it just means that all creatures seek to improve their well-being, optimize their well-being. That's all it means. So if you assume that, then it violates rationality to treat someone differently for no reason. Like,
do you think that every person is
It's not, but it's not for no
It's
reason.
not for no reason. It's the fact they're different to you.
Okay.
That's the reason.
Yeah, like
even if there's no reason, do you think that it's the case that all people are rational?
It is the rationality assumption. If we start,
Do you think it's the case that all people are rational?
Wait, 1 second. We can discuss that. But first, let me just explain to you the ramification of this question. So, if you assume rationality, you have economics. If you don't assume absolute rationality, you don't have economics. You don't have this.
That's not true. That's not true.
All right, 1 second. Before, hold on. Just okay.
Okay.
So
I want
Okay, hold 1 second.
to address that though. When we get the chance.
I'll give you the floor in a second. I
just want to know if all people are rational.
Exactly. Right. So I'm just letting you know that in my opinion, you cannot have economics. Now, as to your question, it's not only all people, it's even amoebas. All creatures are rational, in my opinion. It's a good assumption. Yes.
Okay, why do you think all people are rational? Wait, what do you mean by rationality? Actually,
They just
do you mean
want
that it always?
optimize their well-being. I don't care. Like I don't care what color skin
Some
you
form
are.
of rational, not all.
I only-
They
here.
can be irrational in some regards, but
me
Even if I grant this that all people are rational, they want to optimize their well-being.
I'll state
That doesn't mean that it's the case
state
that all people can be racist. They could have some sort of misinformation. Like it would be the case you think.
Then that's rational. That's okay. No, but what I'm saying is here.
Yeah, but then you're just rationally racist.
Let me say something. It's going to resolve everything. Look, if I'm rational, think of it this way. If I'm rational, all I care for is one color, green. Give me your money, right? That's all I care for. I don't care who my clients are. They could be purple, yellow, blue. I don't care. How are they paying green? Yes. Welcome to my restaurant. Here's your table. I'll be the nicest person in the world. Just pay me money. I don't care who you are, where you're from.
How do you explain the people that used to say, what about in America where they say no, I'm not giving, I'm not hold on.
Etceterum paribus. You're playing with the rest of the variables. That's not what we're talking about.
What? You said that it's impossible to be racist. I'm giving you an example. You're literally saying people care about money, right? I'm giving you examples where people have been discriminatory against gay people in America because of their religion. So money isn't the motivator. Discrimination is their religion, right?
Look, etceterum paribus. So the rest of the variables have to be maintained constant. So it could be that a person says, okay, you're gay, maybe you're going to contaminate, maybe I'm going to catch the gay, maybe I'm also gay and it's intimidating to be next to gay. Who knows? I mean,
so I want to address something you said earlier, in which you said that if you don't have the principle of rationality in economics, then you don't have economics.
okay, but this is
I
going to be
disagree.
fine. This is going to be the last point. Then I gotta leave. I can't stay here
Okay.
longer. Thanks.
I'm
listening. Yeah.
Sure. I disagree with that for the same reason that, like, because I'm an electrical engineering student, right? And I was learning about the theory that went into like power lines versus the theory that went into like small electronics, right? If you make the same assumptions that you make for small electronics as you do for large power lines, you're going to run into a problem. Your grid's going to fail because the assumptions that go into making some electronics do not hold up for other electronics. Similarly, the assumptions you make for some kinds of goods in the economy do not hold up when you make them for other goods in the economy, like Griffin versus Veblen goods, right? So it doesn't break economics that there's this one principle that usually holds up but has some exception, right? Because after all, like, no science is going to have a 100% accuracy rate.
You're gone. Hello? 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 Is anybody alive?
Newtonian physics with large objects moving very fast. That doesn't mean we don't use Newtonian physics anymore. Newtonian physics is incredibly useful, especially in the realm of like civil engineering.
We lost you for like a minute.
Oh,
and
okay.
I gotta go. If I stay here, my owner is gonna start zapping me with my zapping collar. So
okay, basically, predictions or assumptions have limitations.
Predictions have This is mathematical.
Newtonian physics.
No. The rationality assumption is a rationality theory is mathematical. Microeconomics is mathematical. You don't need to worry about reality. Oh, we lost you again? Jesus. I gotta go, guys. I gotta go kill myself. Thank you, everybody, for the discussion.
All right. Have a good night.
Yeah, thank you. I'm sorry. Your internet is shite. Next time.
Yeah, it's all good. I reconnected.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the discussion. It was a good discussion either way. All right, guys.
Okay.
Bye. All right, we're out. But I'm going to have to cut it short. Hey, J-Rock, what do you got to say?
Hey. Oh man, that was a lot of discussion about like the purple people and stuff, and you care about the green, huh? You're like, okay, you got the green. Welcome to my restaurant.
Exactly. You figured it out. See, they couldn't figure it out, and you did.
Oh man. Yeah. So,
Exactly.
anyways, after you finish this stream, are you gonna go to everybody in the chat's always all like, hey, I try to ask Mr. Slave to come and visit you, but he won't respond to me.
Wait, Hormaxer?
Somebody in the chat and Hormaxer is always asking for you, like, hey, bring on Mr. Slave.
I mean,
he's gonna go live in 30 minutes.
at 10 p.m. At 10. Hold on. It's searching. My collar always gets disconnected. And she cannot zap me. And if she doesn't zap me, then it's no fun. I need to be zapped. Anyway, 10 p.m. I cannot go past 10 p.m. I promised her not to go after 10 p.m. We go to sleep early.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we wake up early. It's like my life has changed, you know. Anyway, how's your life, man?
I'm all good. I just got a haircut today, and we'll see if I get a chance to I don't know, go to a club or something tonight, you know.
Wow, that's incredible, man.
Yeah, hopefully all goes well. Sometimes I wish you were streaming a little bit later, because remember,
Yeah.
you're 2 hours ahead of me, so by the time the club's open, you know, it's already
Oh.
late for you over there, so
Yeah.
it would have been cool if I cammed up at the club, you know, try to get some girls in the video, like, everybody, this is for my story, and then like everyone does the yeah.
Yeah, but I'm sorry. 10 p.m. it's lights out, or I get zapped. She doesn't stop zapping me. It's like zap after zap, and then she starts increasing the power, and like it's really painful. So I can't. And even now I'm after, because I'm supposed to stream from 8 to 9, so it's a problem.
Okay, I guess you can end it off by reading some of the comments people left, like you usually do.
I read everything. There's only just this guy. Alex tricked us all, says Landon Michael. And Uncomfortable Truth, Mr. Slave is a legend. Thank you. Oh, there it is. It's working. Let's get zapped. Let's get zapped. Oh, I missed it. I missed the zap. I'll tell her that I missed the zap. 1 second.
Trying to see what else I was gonna ask you. So I went back into Alex's older streams, and in one of them, it was a big panel. It was you. It was Hormaxer, the Crucible, and then you with your old Dom and another slave. Do you remember that stream?
Of course. It's epic. Okay, but I gotta go now. I gotta go. So you make your final make your final words, and I'll go.
Are you? Is the other slave still in the system, or is he out of the picture too? That other slave.
Let's talk about it tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, hopefully, we'll talk about it.
All right then. Well, I guess you can wish me luck if I go out tonight. Okay.
All right, man. Good luck. Have a great time.
All right. Thank you. All right.
Wait, Uncomfortable has one more thing. Let's just say that was a legendary stream in which Mr. Slave said, "Is the universe worse off because of what I do?" He just repeated that. He's referring to what you're saying, J-Rock. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I gotta go. Thank you very much. Have a great night. J-Rock.
Boy, in Mr. Slave's voice. I mean, Miss Batdad's voice. Boy.
Exactly. All right, guys. Good night.